Buzz, Indiana's Underground Business Voice. My name is Tony Celzo. I got the great pleasure to be here at the Bob with Jay Bilunas with Angry Ape Creative. Angry Ape Creative. How did you come up with this name?
It mostly came from not being able to find a URL that was available. I came up with a company name and a logo. Went to get the URL. Somebody had already taken it. So I came up with lists and lists of names, and they were all either taken or somebody was squatting on them. So I needed something that I could get that was going to grab people's attention.
Sure.
So it came from a combination of sketching and coming up with lists of names and finding URLs. So came up with Angry Ape.
It definitely sticks, and the logo it all speaks to that the fact that if you're going to brand, you got to be the pattern interrupt. You got to kind of get in the way of what people would normally put you into because they remember this. I know it works, right? So, graphic design firm. I mean, is that really what do you do at Angry Ape?
Right now, I'm trying to focus on branding for new and small businesses. Help a new business that doesn't have the whole branding idea or package together, get that done.
Sure.
So create a logo for them.
Now, Jay, small businesses, I mean, we got, this is our audience, right? 0 to $500,000. This is Rainmaker Clan, right? Do they really understand how important coming up with the right name and the right branding is? Is that a tough fight that you face every day?
Yeah. One of the hardest things I find is explaining to people what branding is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was such a buzzword.
Yeah.
But branding is basically the visual identity of your company.
And you know what? It's so amazing. It is the one thing, Jay, that I've learned over the last 10 years of doing what we do at Rainmakers. The best decision I made was calling this organization Rainmakers and the logo and the feel that we created. I mean, a lot of people, I used to say we had a great name for the first 2 years and we put out a crap product. But because of the name, because we had that leverage of the right brand, the visual imagery that really gave the connotation of what we wanted, people came, and they came in droves. And I think that it's just such an easy thing to get right?
Yeah.
You got to take care of it. What's some of the worst stuff you've seen come across your desk since you go on and go after some of these small businesses? What's some of the worst brands you've seen?
I won't name any by name, but I've seen plenty of cards that are done on really thin, cheap paper.
Yeah.
Like it's literally paper instead of cardstock.
Yeah.
Done on an inkjet printer. Everything's off center. It's bleeding off the edge of the card.
Yeah. Oh.
Some of it's pretty bad.
I've been there. If you're a Rainmaker, I knew I had the perforated cards when I first started. We all do it. We get into business, right?
Right.
So your target market is small business, but have you drilled it down even more than that? I mean, we are always hammering on you about niche. Have you even thought even more what types of small businesses are a great fit for you?
I thought new restaurants would be a pretty good fit.
Sure.
Because there's always new restaurants popping up, and that's kind of the business where you want to grab people's attention,
Sure,
to pull them in to actually try the food, and whether they're going to stick around or not is up to you. But I can help people bring them in.
You can make them look like a place they want to go.
Right.
So what are the other types of businesses that you're networking with? I mean, what are you finding out there could be really good strategically for your business?
I find a lot of web developers are good for me because a lot of times they do the back end of the website, but they don't do the design element.
There's a nice baton toss there. They're doing the web, they're creating the infrastructure, the back end stuff, and you can give it the facade in order to kind of create the look and feel. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So web developers are good. You're really focusing on restaurants because you think they're going to create that image, that whole experience that you walk into. What's the one thing that think makes you different from all the other branding guys in the game?
I think that I'm able to explain what people need and the different aspects of branding pretty well to people who don't live in that space and don't understand what CMYK, RGB are.
What's that?
Those are two color profiles. One's for print, one's for the web. So you need to know those. You need to have your specific CMYK values, which stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black.
Yeah, the four major colors,
Four
right?
major colors.
Yep.
A lot of companies don't. They say my color is blue, but there's a specific blue.
That color number, it goes with that.
Right.
It makes it all work together, and it's so important that they know that they have that decision on the front end, because when their brand is translated into all the forms and mediums they're ever going to use that in, it can be misinterpreted, and then you're effectively debranding yourself. Isn't that true?
Yep.
So your target is small businesses. Restaurants are a great fit for you. Anybody else selling to those would be a good partner for you. Web developers you want to talk to all day long because you can help do that baton toss. That's really what we would call a food chain relationship for you. And I mean, if you're looking to do a startup and you want somebody that's got a great creative kind of look and feel, and you know how important brand is. I mean, call Jay. I mean, he's doing a great job. Jay Bilunas, you've been Buzz.